Hi everybody, it's Sha-Marie. I have my Annie's Kit Club for the month of July. I'm a little late getting it put out. I've had this for about a week now, but just didn't have the time to get to it. It's been really busy for me at work and stuff, so I just haven't had a chance to get it out, and I apologize for that. I also apologize for the fact that I've already got it unboxed and have kind of started. My battery died. So I had to recharge my tablet and start over again. But this is the necklace we're going to make. It is made with a lot of mother of pearl and freshwater pearls. It also has a bracelet that goes with it. See if I can find the bracelet. Yeah, right here on the back. And a pair of earrings. So it's quite a complete set. For anyone who doesn't know about the Annie's Kit Club, it is a once-a-month box that it makes a complete set of jewelry. It's not like a bead box where you get all kinds of beads and then you just create. It is specifically designed for the jewelry that they have the directions here for. And generally it's quite pretty. Last month's box was real pretty. This one, I'm not a big fan, I have to admit, and I know I kind of said that last month too because I don't like boho, but this cluster of shell stuff was really not my thing either. The box is $19.99 a month plus shipping and handling, and I'm not quite sure yet if I think it's worth the price. I'm still a little hesitant to say I do. I'm going to give it a couple more months and see what I think. Maybe it'll turn around a little bit, but I do like how the box comes because it comes with all these little sectioned off pieces here with a little lid that, oops, I get it up. No, I get it right. That, holds all your stuff, and I like that because the box could be reused for other things. So there's the rundown on that, and let's get started. So I did already start, as I said, and what I did already was I just started to cut chain. We need this chain, the smaller chain of the two, cut at 8 inches. So I've already done that. And we need this big thick chain cut at 7.5 inches, which I realized after I did it that it is just perfectly 7.5 inches anyway, cut in half for the two of them. So I didn't have to do anything other than separate it in half. So that was it. And that was all I got done, and then my battery died on me, so here we are. And so let's get started on these directions. Alright. On the 7.5 inches, okay, one chain link on the 7.5 inch chain. So do I have? Yes. I have one chain link on both of them, so that's for attaching afterwards, because these are going to be the back section of the necklace, these pieces. This piece right here is the small chain, and that's where everything is going to cluster up on, and then these will attach to either end of that. So I have my tools. I have my bent nose pliers, my wire cutters, my round nose pliers, and then just another pair of straight nose pliers, and we will get started. Alright, so it says add a jump ring, find center link of chain A by holding two ends together. Add a jump ring to that one. And of course I'm going to grab ear wires and everything but first. So to that center link would be right there. Add large flat round disc. and close the link. So far, easy. So there's our center point. Let's add a jump ring and a small flat round disc to the 6th link to the left and right of center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's just knock it everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is right here. I swear nobody struggles as much as I do. It's kind of ridiculous how much I struggle sometimes. Alright, I'm going to add a small disc to this one. And then we're going to go to the other side of the center and add another small one on the 6th one again. These mother of shell pearls don't look, mother of pearl shells do not look very good quality to me. They look very dingy. There's stuff stuck to them. There's stuff stuck in them. I'm not impressed, I have to admit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One thing I did like about last month's box, it was all good quality. I'm having a little bit of a hard time saying the same thing about this one. Alright, so I'm going to move my box out of the way so I can get a little closer to the center while I'm working for you. So let's see what we can accomplish here. There we go. That looks a little better. But the instructions are pretty easy. To chain, continue adding jump rings and alternate in large and small rounds every 6th link. Alright. It's pretty simple. So we'll go 6 this way. Add another large one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're finally getting some real beautiful weather here in Maine. I know it's been, a lot of places have said that they've had a lot of rain and such, but boy, it seemed like in Maine here we've had nothing but rain, and it is finally starting to feel like summer. It's only the middle of July, so it's kind of nice that we're finally getting some summer. But unfortunately, with summer comes heat, and it is extremely hot today. It was 90, well, probably for some of you guys this sounds like heaven, but it was 92 today. So for us, that's really hot. And it's not just hot, but it's a sticky, muggy, humid hot. But it's better than rain. We've certainly had a lot of that. I'm not sure about this one, guys. I'm not a fan. We'll keep going. See how it looks. So I have a lot of jewelry finished so far from my July bargain bead box. I'm getting real close to being done with it all, so hopefully I'll be able to start showing some of that pretty soon. And I do want to get a tutorial out for a piece of jewelry made from that. It's probably going to be my memory wire necklace that I made. I kind of like it a lot. I'm a big fan of memory wire anyway, but this came out particularly pretty, I think, and I hope everyone likes it after. But, you know, everyone has their own taste, so maybe not. Okay, I'm going to continue doing this because I'm just doing the exact same thing for ways here. I'm going to continue doing this off screen for a little bit until I get it kind of filled up, and then I'll be back to show what the next step will be. So I've got this piece together and realized that I missed a step. I know that's shocking. So I've got this together, and it is the way it belongs. It's just that I was supposed to get my dangles put together beforehand and add them along with these. So right here it says create the following dangles using head pins: 27 dangle A's, 19 dangle B's, and then down here you start adding to your center link with your pieces. So we're going to add those after. So don't do what I did. Read your directions. Oh well, it's all going to work. So you're just going to slide on a head pin, make your bend, trim off to 1/4 of an inch, take your round nose and roll a loop, working in little tiny bite motions until you've gotten it where it belongs, and you'll have a nice little loop. So we're going to do 27 of these and 19 of the mother of pearl ones. So I'll do one of those, and once again just bend it over. I always bend over my nail. It gives me just a little bit of a space there, which is, I mean, when you're doing crystal you really need it because you can crack the crystal. I mean, these are not gonna crack, but I always do it anyway. I just like that little bit of space. And it's a good habit for me to stay with, because otherwise I'll forget when I'm doing crystal and I will end up breaking one. So I'm just going to roll a nice little loop. And we're going to do 19 of those. So again, I will be right back. Okay, so 20 minutes later, aren't you glad you didn't have to watch me do that? I have all of these put together. So in each of these small ones, I'm going to add one of the little freshwater pearls. So I'm just going to open it, add it right to the front, close it back up, and to each of the big shells, move this back a little bit here, each of the big shells we're going to add one of these little shell nuggets. Same thing, just going to open it up like a jump ring, twist it open, feed it right onto the same jump ring that the shell is on, close that back up nice and tight, and I'm just going to move on down through here doing the same thing. So for anyone watching, just want to say I'm not trying to so much show you how to do this. I am to an extent, but my goal here isn't to be teaching you how to put it together. It's to review this box, tell you what I think of it, show you what comes in it. I don't know, maybe, oops, I did a real bad job on this one. I don't know, just kind of give you my impression of it. I am, of course, putting it together, and hopefully you can take a little bit away from that to take with you into making one if you decide to. But see how bad this shell, actually I kind of like it better without that on it. At least it looks like mother of pearl. It's actually kind of pretty under it. Maybe I'll peel them all. But yeah, I'm new to this box. I haven't really experienced it to the full yet, so I just wanted to experience and kind of take you along with me. So I hope you enjoy watching me put it together and figure it out. And a bug flying around me. And kind of learn right along with me. I have to say, so far, I haven't been 100% satisfied with the box. This one here in particular, I do not think the quality of these is good at all. I don't think it's overly pretty. It's very dull, drab, and again, like I said before, it looks dirty to me. The freshwater pearls are not a very good quality freshwater pearl. But let's put it together. We'll see how it looks. And again, like I said before, I'll try another box or two and see if it's just these first couple, or if it's going to kind of continue this way. If it's going to continue this way, then I honestly do not believe the value is there. But we'll see. And, that's not to say that somebody else wouldn't look at this set and think it's absolutely gorgeous, because, we all have our own tastes. Somebody else might think that these shells, and again, with the other one last month, the very boho tassel stuff, is right to their liking, and, whoops, there goes my pliers. Hold on. I shall return. Will think that that's, something that they really like, and that's wonderful. That's great. That's the wonderfulness of us all being so diversified in our taste. But so far, I personally wouldn't keep either one of these for myself. But that's okay. It's okay. I can put them in my Etsy shop, and hopefully somebody will love them and buy them. I don't like the shape of that one. One thing I have noticed about these boxes is they do like simple loops. A lot of these products are using simple loops. The box last month, there goes one of my pearls. One of the box last month also used a lot of simple loops, which is wonderful. It's great practice. Mine are never consistently good, so I do one really nice one and I'm real proud of myself, and then I'll do another one and it's so wonky that it looks like a 5-year-old made it. But as long as it stays and holds on, I don't care how, well, I do care how wonky it gets. It can get a little too wonky, but for the most part you will never see them. That's kind of what I mean. No one's really going to notice the shape of the loop when it's all clustered up like this. Can't even figure out on this one which is the right side. There we go. So I hope to get another box kit, my kits, the kits I put together for my Etsy shop. Hope to get another tutorial out for that this week. Should everything go well schedule-wise for me. It's a really pretty one. It's a bracelet with turquoise bead chips. I think you guys are going to like it. Has a leather clasp with a button. It's really pretty. Actually, I do have mine done, so I will show you real quick what it looks like. So this will be the one I put together for my kit. Pretty simple, you know, stringing together there, just a lot of loops, and again the simple loop method. So I think it will be a nice one for the remainder of the summer, or even going into fall. It's kind of a pretty set. Alright, that is one on each bead, and I'm going to set this aside. Actually, I'm not going to set it aside. I was going to set the bracelet, but I think I'll just go ahead and finish this up. So what they want us to do next is to attach, if I find the opening here, attach this chain to either end of our small chain that we've been working on. That is a tight fit right there. Right, guys? It does work. It does go in. And we'll put one on the other end. I like this chain. It's very pretty. I would actually use that for something else. So again, we're going to open up one of these. And there's that part. Get it closed good. And then we will take a jump ring and one of our lobster clasps, and then put another jump ring on the other end. And this is essentially done. There will be extras of these and these, and I think I'm going to add them to this afterwards just to fill it up a little bit more, because I think that's probably what they did. Theirs looked a lot fuller than this, so I think they just put the extras all on there afterwards as well. So we'll set this aside for now and get to work on the bracelet. So this is the necklace all put together. Oh, I didn't put my dangle on. I could do that. We do put one pearl dangle right on there with our jump ring. So there's that. All right. So let's get to work on the bracelet. And again, the bracelet is basically the same idea. So we'll take the remainder of the chain. Finished length of chain is 8 1/4 inches, including clasp. Refer to bracelet assembly pattern throughout bracelet instructions. 8 1/2 inches and 8 1/4 is a really long bracelet. I'm going to cut it down to 7 1/2. I think 8 1/2 is just a bit too much. This is way more than 8 1/2 anyway. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm going to cut mine down to 7.5. It seems like a pretty standard size bracelet to me. It looks a little better. Alright, find the center. And there we go. Open a jump ring. Maybe. And we are going to add one of our pearls, one of our small discs, and we're going to add it right to that center loop in the chain. Close that up, and there's the center of our bracelet. Continue adding jump rings, small flat round discs, and dangle beads every 10th link until you have 7 small rounds. So the one in the middle, and then 3 on either side. So we get some more jump rings. Looks like I have a rock in there. I don't know where that came from. And we're going to go up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another pearl, another disc, again count up 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close that one up. There's a lot to this set, that's for sure. Alright, one more for this side. I think the longest part was just wrapping all of those beads. Putting it together hasn't been too awfully hard. Not that wrapping those was hard, it was just time consuming. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's half of it. And let's get another jump ring out. Another pearl. This disc doesn't look very good. I'll grab another one. Thankfully they did put a few extras in because one of my big shells came broken. It was a big old chunk taken right out of it. So gladly there was a few extras. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But they were really good about that with last month's box too. I did find that there was a good amount of extra pieces put in. One more disc. Our clasp on. So this end we will put, I think I'm going to put my I'm going to put my lobster clasp on this end here. If I can find it. Maybe I will. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a moment. My son just showed up. So to continue on, we are going to add our lobster clasp, and I have that right here. So we're going to add that to this end. And what did I do with my other pair of pliers in the meantime? No, there. Because, of course, when you got a kid show up, you move everything. So there's that. And on this end, actually, I think I want to put the lobster clasp on the shorter end. Sorry about that. So on this end, I'm just going to add the little bead dangle, pearl dangle. Close that back up again. On this shorter end, I'm going to add that is not right. Kids, they throw you all off. There's my end. I need a jump ring for it. So we're just going to loop it in there. Now add the lobster clasp. And the bracelet is complete. And again, I still think it's a little on the long side. I think maybe I may end up taking some of that length back off in it. I mean, it does look pretty. I have fairly big wrists, and it looks a little big for me. But we'll see. For now, it's done, and I'm setting it aside. We'll do the earrings. The earrings are very simple. They are 2 of these small shell beads, 2 of these little pearl dangles, and 4 of these. You take this and put it in here, just like we were doing for the bracelet. Close it up. Add a second one. Close that up. Take our ear wire. Again, look at the quality of that ear wire. That is so warped. Good thing it came. Actually, I was going to say good thing it came with 3, but those don't look any better. Real poor quality. Yeah, I'm really not liking this box so much. I really hope it gets better. So the concept is nice. The jewelry would be pretty if it was made with something of kind of quality, but so there's the earring. I am currently missing a jump ring. I don't know if it came with one short or if I have lost one. So I can't quite finish this other earring until I find it, but that's okay. You see the first one done, so you know what it looks like. I actually have a silver one right handy. I'll just use one of those for now just to finish it. I'm sure it's probably here somewhere and I've just lost it. And there is the earrings, the bracelet, and the necklace. And we do have 1 pearl left and quite a few of these little shelled chunks. So I'm going to again pause. I'm going to add as many of the rest of these as I can to this just to fill it out a little bit more and show you what it looks like then. Okay, so here is the finished product. Again, the 2 earrings, the bracelet, And I added all the rest of those little chunks to the necklace. And honestly, I do think it filled it out nicely. Certainly gave it a little more fullness, a little more depth. This one is hanging it. Sorry about the traffic. I've got my door open. It's just really warm in here. So anyway, there is the set. Again, not my favorite. The kits that I saw advertised when I decided to try this out looked very pretty. It looked like there was some agate and some real pretty beads, and so far I don't see that, you know, 2 boxes in, that I've gotten anything of any great quality. Nothing for the price. I mean, when you compare this to the bargain bead box, which, you know, I can't really compare it to the bargain bead box, nothing does. For $19.49 you get, you know, enough beads and findings and stuff to make 10 pieces of jewelry on average. I'm paying more for this box. I'm getting 1 set of jewelry, and it's not great quality, to be honest. But I'll hang in there. Again, I'll hang in there. I'll do 2 more boxes. If it doesn't improve, then I'm probably going to call it quits, because I just don't want to waste my money on it. But if there's somebody out there that loves this and would love to have it, it's going into my Etsy shop. Keep an eye out for it. So yeah, I will be getting a couple more tutorials out soon. Again, I wanted to get one out for putting together a piece from my bargain bead box for July, and I want to get together one for my Etsy shop kits. That turquoise bracelet that I showed you with the button clasp, those will be coming up very, very soon. So stay tuned, and until then, bye everybody. Love you.